Let's meet them. Swimming in lane number 1. 5th in the 200 back last night. In the fall of 24, she'll attend Yale University, a Bulldog from Upper Main Line. That's Devin Sargent. Lane number 2, she finished 5th in this event last year, 11th last night in the 200 back. She's been accepted to the Naval Academy. From Lakeland Hills, Ella Habjan. Lane number 3, from Metropolitan YMCA, the Oranges, Sarah Rodriguez. Lane number 4, the defending national champion. She broke the national record this morning during prelims. She broke the national record in the 200 back last night. She broke the national record in the 100 fly last night. She'll attend Indiana University in 2024. Blair Regionals, Leah Shackley. Lane number 5, already 5th in the 100 fly, part of the national championship 400 medley relay. From Schrader, Alana Berlin. Lane number 6, 4th in the 200 back, 3rd in this event last year. She'll attend Duke in 2024, giving a shout out to her mom. From Fanwood, Scotch Plains, Claire Logan. Lane number 7, from Countryside, Maya Schweikert. And in lane number 8, she was a finalist in the Y Swim Festival. She'll be a Utah Ute in the fall. From Schrader, Emma Limler. This is the A final. Mr. Referee. Please get off the bulkhead. Do not stand on the bulkhead. Just a reminder, swimmers should not be on the bulkhead.
And Schweikert is off at .59. That's a good start. 5.8 for Elena Berlin also. Pretty zippy going out. The championship record split, which was set this morning by Leah Shackley. And you heard Bruce mention that she's already broken 3 records, including this one. She was 24.71 going out this morning. She's under national record pace at 24.64. So Leah Shackley now moving out again, trying to get under that, possibly under that 51. Wouldn't that be something to go 50 point here at Ynats in Greensboro? What a turn right there. And also a very good turn out of lane 5, Elena Berlin. And here comes the national record, is 51.21 now. So there is a new national record. She goes a half a second faster than she was this morning. Every time she's in the water, Leah Shackley breaking a record here in Greensboro. She was back in 26.57. My goodness, is that zippy. She was 27.00 this morning. But you know, in the morning swims, just shut that. Look at Anna Berlin, 52.31. Sarah Rodriguez, 53.12. So 4 women under 54 tonight in the women's 100 back. So congratulations there to Leah Shackley. Another national record, just breaking her record from earlier today. Next up is the C final, and in lane number 1, Sania Luniashina from Pocono family. She's in 1. Victoria Kidney, 19th in 100 fly, is from Wheeling. She's in 2. Morgan Thomas, 9th in 100 fly from Piedmont's in 3. Maggie Dickinson, 82nd in this event, 13 years old, from Schrader's in 4. Lauren Ramsey, 18th last year from Reading and Berks Counties in 5. Maria Wang, Upper Main Line in 6. Tessa Bendakis, 34th last year, 17th in the 2 backs in 7. Amy Pan, she'll be a Northwestern Wildcat. She is in lane number 8. So right now it's Luniashina. She was out in 26.24. And this morning, Luniashina was out 27.37. down here in lane number 1, still looking to be your leader, but out there in lane number 7, we've got Bendakis, and up there in lane number 8 is Pan, but it will be Lunia Sheena. She goes 29:13 coming back and goes 55:37, and she's followed by Tessa Bendakis and then Maggie Dickinson. A real nice swim right there. So there you can see Lunia Sheena, 55:37. Real good swim. We've got a couple of ladies under that 56 mark. Maggie Dickinson just over, as is Lauren Ramsey. So on Marina Wang. So some real good swimming through those C finals. This year we've added another final for 15-year-olds and under. So they're going to be coming up next. And in lane number 1 is Hayden Bailey from Greater Des Moines, Iowa. Lane number 2 is Samara Zeiner from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Lane number 3, Sophie Baker from Western Stark County. Lane number 4 is Rena Lowe, 13 years old from Greensboro. Lane number 5, Upper Main Line's Maddie Fox. Addison Dispo is in 6 for Ridley. 7 is Eliza Johnson for Western Branch. And lane number 8, Celia Francis for Woodson. So here we go on the 15 and under heat. And there's a good shot, keeping the head still. Pretty zippy getting those feet over. And right now it's Rena Lowe at 26:89. She was 27:91, so it's basically a full second. So she's pulling this whole field of 15 and unders with her. Down here in lane number 3, we've got Sophie Baker. But Rena Lowe, 13 years old from Greensboro. And look at this, she is 55:52, coming off of a 57:25.2 second drop tonight for Rena Lowe. Good shot, Arena, right there. Good sportsmanship, reaching over. Sophie Baker goes 56:89. Samara Zeiner, 56:90. Those are your top 3 coming out of your D final or 15 and under 100 backstrokers. So that's fantastic. Great swim. 2.2 second drop for the 13-year-old. I'm going to turn this back over to Bruce Griffin here as he will take us through the awards for the women's 100 backstroke. We award the top 16 here in Greensboro every year for Ynats. And we'll turn it back over to Bruce right now.
Her time would have finished in 10th place at the NCAA Division I National Championships, and she's a junior. Let's give her a big hand. That's amazing. Thank you, John Jolly, for that stat.
You probably just heard that from Bruce. That's amazing that Leah Shackley will finish 5th at the D1 NCAA meet. At time tonight for the finish 5th. Now she's only a junior. She's committed to go to Indiana University with Gray Lewis. IU building their women's team. We know Lily Kingston. You know she's been the greatest of all time women breaststrokers in the world. And you know what a program Ray has been building there over the years. One of our alumni. That just had another great NCAA championship. On the men's side, Brendan Burns.
Please welcome our award winners from the women's 100-yard backstroke. Presenting the awards for the women's 100-yard backstroke, Coach Tom Grassadonia from Blair Regional YMCA in Pennsylvania. Finishing 16th, Cambria Jewett, YMCA of Greater Nashua. 15th, Krishna Bazundanel from Yoda. 14th, Lauren Clippert, Powell Crossley, Tiger Shots. 13th, Alyssa Claiborne from Lowe's. 12th, Elizabeth Beam, Schrader. 11th, Ella Glass, YMCA of Northwest Louisiana. 10th, Sophia Cruti, Burbank. And winner of the B final, Charlotte Holiday, Greater Somerset County. Charlotte's got a big fan club here. That was Charlotte's sister that sang the national anthem. Finishing in 8th place, Emma Limler Schrader. In 7th, Devin Sargent, Upper Main Line. Finishing 6th, Maya Schweikert, Countryside. 5th, from Lakeland Hills, Ella Habyan. Finishing 4th, from Fanwood Scotch Plains, Claire Logan. Finishing 3rd, from Metropolitan Y of the Oranges, Sarah Rodriguez. Finishing 2nd, from Schrader, Alana Berlin. And your 2021 national champion with her 3rd national championship and 3rd national record from Blair Regional, Leah Shackley. New national record, 51.21. Congratulations, ladies.
Phenomenal swimming so far this week. She's already done 3. She's got 1 left. But here we are moving over to the men's 100 backstroke. I just mentioned him, Brendan Burns. What a Y swimmer he was. 46.24 back in 2018 for the Upper Mainline Y here in Short Course Large, our national and our championship meet record. We'll start off with the B final, and in that B final be at a lane number 1, Carson Reisner from Farmington Valley, 24th last year. He's going to be a Delaware Blue Hen this fall. Lane number 2 is Dylan Hewitt, 16th in the 2 back from the Greater Nashua. Lane number 3 is Shane Eckler, 8th in the 100 fly from Ridley. Lane number 4 is Peter Horan, 14th last year. He's going to be a West Virginia Mountaineer this fall from Regional Y, Western Connecticut. Connor Hogan is in lane 5 from St. Cloud Area Family YMCA. Lane number 6, 22nd last year from Lakeland Hills, Connor Johnson. Lane number 7, 56th last year from Ridley, Jonathan Houle. And lane number 8 from McGraw YMCA. And he was 41st last year, Rayburn Cole. So there's your lineup for our B final. Your top seed coming in this one is Peter Horan. As I mentioned, Peter is going to be off to be a West Virginia Mountaineer. He's under the tutelage in the Regional Y Western Connecticut, Jason Page. He was out in 23.67 this morning. We'll keep our eye on Peter tonight. He was 49.19, so I'm sorry, 48.90. About almost 2/10 or 3/10 ahead of where Hogan was. So we see from lane 1 at the bottom of the pool to lane 8 at the top of your pool. There's a pretty good turn right there for Peter Horan. Also up there in lane number 7, Jonathan Houle from the Ridley Rays right outside of Philadelphia. Coming up on this turn wall, it will be Connor Hogan. He's out 23.62. Horan is 3rd and Houle is 2nd. Horan was 23.78. And here they push for home in your B final, but still outside. Coach Eric has his Rays on top of the water, but now moving up. And a winner of your B final will be Peter Horan coming back 25.50. Great swim coming back right there. Connor Johnson was 25.42, so good shot of Peter there. And West Virginia will be very happy that Peter Horan is on his way to be a mountaineer. Nice swim, Peter. I'll turn it back over to Bruce now. Bruce Griffith, the infamous Bruce Griffin, and he'll take you through the introductions of
This is the A final. Let's meet them. Lane number 1, fourth in this event at Long Course Y Nationals, already 7th in the 200 back. From Greater Somerset County, Kenny Barnacle. Lane number 2, fourth last night in the 200 back. 8th in this event in 2022. He'll be a Wildcat at Arizona in the fall. From Emmy Lyons, Will Myers. Lane number 3, already 2nd in the 100 fly. He'll be a Golden Bear at Cal in the fall. From Fanwood Scotch Plains, Roman Jones. The top qualifier, who's your national champion and set a new national record last night in the 200 backstroke, from Cumberland, Maryland, Daniel Deal in 4. Lane 5, third in the 200 back. He'll be a Badger at Wisconsin in the fall. From Schrader, Sam Lorenz. Lane number 6, already 3rd in the 100 fly, 16th in this event last year. From Greater Somerset County, Garrett Gould. Lane number 7, 10th in the 100 fly, 15th in this event last year. Plans to attend the University of Alabama in 2024. From Springfield, Ohio, Jarrett Payne. And in lane number 8, already 8th in the 200 back, 16th in the 100 fly, 7th in this event last year. He'll be a Badger at Wisconsin in the fall. From York, Nathan Welker. This is the A final.
There's your field.
Mr. Referee.
Wildcat, a Bear, a Badger, Roll Tide, and another Badger in the field tonight. But some declarations of where they're going to school, and if it's in 2024. But let's keep our eye on Daniel Deal. As Rowdy said, backstroke seems to be in a pretty good spot and has been for many, many years in the U.S. So Daniel Deal, you know, he was 2nd last year in this event. He comes in this year, he was a top seed at 46.01. He was 47.16 this morning. He was out in 22.60. The record split is 22.37. So Deal, we'll keep an eye also on Sam Lorenz, who's been very zippy this week. Also Roman Jones right below him in lane number 3. So here's Daniel Deal, center of the pool. Good back half swimmer usually. And he is out in 22.38, just over the national record pace, but a lot better than he was this morning. He's got to go 46.24, so he'll have to come back. And Roman Jones is keeping right with him. He's on his hip, as is Sam Lorenz. But here comes Daniel Deal. Will he be able to get to just over, but he goes 46.47 for Daniel Deal. A real good swim. There's a good shot, Daniel. A little quick smile, a little grin. But a nice swim there for Daniel Deal from Cumberland, Maryland, followed by Sam Lorenz. Look at that, 47.20, 47.47 for Roman Jones, a 47.86 for Garrett Gould. Amazing swimming here for these youngsters in the YMCA. So these young athletes putting in the work, putting in the time, and getting the results. So congratulations to that A final. Those results are fantastic. Moving now into the C final. In lane number 1 will be Will Kilponen. He's going to go head off to Swarthmore this far, be part of the fall, be part of the Garnet from Lakeland Hills. Lane number 2 will be Hayden Myers from Emmy Lyons. Lane number 3, Bradley Boyd, 11th in the 2 back. He'll head off to Kentucky in the fall from Tri-County. Patton Graziano, 18th in the 2 back from Greensburg. Lane number 5 is Jake Kennedy, 31st the year from Ridley. Lane number 6 is John Rusnick, 19th in the 100 fly from Farmington Valley. Lucas Jarigu, he'll be attending Vassar College up there in Poughkeepsie, New York, from Bayside. He's in 7. Blaze Hoffman from Central Bucks Family Y is in lane number 8. So good swimming right now. Shout out to the Ryan family and the Fopp family coaching now at Central Bucks YMCA. So we'll see where we are. And it looks like center of the pool could be lane number 5 right now. That looks to be Jake Kennedy. Kennedy out in 23.80, was 24.23 this morning. Up there in lane number 5, Patton Graziano trying to stay with him. Lucas Jarigu up there in 7. Now moving up out of lane number 3, Bradley Boyd. But it looks like from start to finish, it will be Jake Kennedy. Kennedy from Ridley. He was 31st in this event last year, and now he moves all the way up to 17. So good swim for Kennedy at 49.76. Breaks through the 50 barrier. That's huge. Came back at 25.96. So Kennedy and Patton Graziano and Bradley Boyd, they are your top 3 in this event. So that was great on the C final. Next up is our 15 and under event. Lane number 1, Owen Eisenhofer from Reading and Berks County. Jonathan Cheng from Wyckoff's in 2. Jimmy Beeson from Greater Spartanburg's in 3. Luke Lamb from Schneider is in 4. Ed Stoltz from Upper Mainline is in 5. John Brostowitz from Schrader in 6. Lane number 7, Will Van Erman from Woodson. And lane number 8, Levi Pretty from Parkersburg. So some great swimming right here through the backstroke. And we'll see who's in the center of the pool right now. Luke Lamb in lane number 4. Also in lane number 3, there's Jonathan Cheng. So Lamb and Cheng. Beeson. So Beeson out in 24.60. Pretty good out for Beeson. He was 24.97 earlier today. Luke Lamb is following him, and Ed Stoltz from Umley was in 3rd, but now moving up is Brostowitz also. And in your D final, it will be Luke Lamb, followed by Beeson, and then Ed Stoltz. So Luke Lamb goes 50.73. Well, Luke Lamb from Schneider, he comes in at 51.26. Couple guys under 51, Beeson and Lamb, and then Stoltz at 51.61. So we'll be handing out the awards. I'll turn it back over to our PA announcer, Bruce Griffin. He'll take us through our awards for the men's 100 backstroke. We're streaming live from the Greensboro Aquatic Center here in Tournament Town, Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm Bob McDowell. I'll be back momentarily, but listening to Bruce for those awards. Next up will be the women's 4IM in the competition pool.
Please welcome our 100-yard backstroke men's award winners. Presenting the awards for the men's 100-yard backstroke, Coach Brian Dowling from Cumberland, Maryland. Finishing in 16th place, Rayburn Cole from McGall. Finishing 15th, Dylan Jewett, YMCA of Greater Nashua. 14th, Jonathan Houle, Ridley. 13th, Carson Reisner, Farmington Valley Branch. 12th, Connor Hogan, St. Cloud area. 11th, Shane Eckler from Ridley. 10th, Connor Johnson, Lakeland Hills. And winner of the B final, Peter Horan, Regional Y of Western Connecticut. Finishing in 8th place, Jarrett Payne, Springfield. Finishing 7th, Will Myers, Emmy Lyons. Finishing 6th, Nathan Welker, York. Finishing 5th, Kenneth Barnacle, Greater Somerset County. Finishing 4th, Garrett Gould, Greater Somerset County. Finishing 3rd, Roman Jones, Fanwood Scotch Plains. Finishing 2nd, Sam Lorenz from Schrader. The 2023 national champion, added to his 200 backstroke championship from Cumberland, Maryland, Daniel Deal.
And there's Daniel Deal at the top of the podium for the men's. He was 46-47, just off of the national record of 46-24. So Daniel Deal, another national championship for him on the backstroke. We heard Rowdy talk about him last night. So next up is the women's 400-yard individual medley. Our national record 4:03.96, set back in 2015. Megan Small, she also holds the championship record. This is your B final. Lizzie Washburn, 5th last year, 12th in 105 from Summit. She'll be a brown bear this fall. She's in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is Sophia Yusuf. She'll be out at the University of Illinois in the fall. Emma Ten Hunfeld, 15 years old, 26th in the 2IM last year. She's in lane number 3. Lane number 4 is Zoe Snyder, 3rd in 1,000 from York and York County. Lane number 5, winner of 1,000 the other night, Ava Supton from Emmy Lyons. Lane number 6 is Delaney Franklin, 24th last year in this event. She's going to be a South Carolina Gamecock this fall from Greater Spartanburg. Billy Sherratt, swimming down lane number 7, 10th last year in this event, 13th in the 100 fly from Fanwood Scotch Plains. She's off to the University of Kentucky this fall. And in lane number 8 is Gabby Augustin, who was 44th in the 200 breast last night from the YMCA at Chippewa Valley, and she'll be part of the Harvard Crimson this fall, so up there in Boston. So there's your field for the women's 400-yard individual medley B final. So Ten Hunfeld, Zoe Snyder right there in the middle of the pool from York and York County. She's out in 27:54. She was 28:05 earlier today. Just to her, now her left, down there in lane number 3, you see Emma Ten Hunfeld. Emma, 15 years old from South Kettering, Ohio. And then in 3rd, looks like out of lane number 2, that is Sophia Yusuf from Lakeland Hills. So we've got Zoe Snyder to 58.94 going out. She was 59.81, so almost a full second ahead. Now here we are on the back. This is Emma Ten Hunfeld's stroke. We saw her last night in the 1500, I believe 200 backstroke, where she did quite well. And also moving up, there's a good shot of Emma's turn, under, and then she pops up. So pretty good turn right there for Emma ten Hunfeld. And up there in lane number 5, you've got Ava Supton, our 1,000 winner on Monday night. And in between them, your top seed, Zoe Snyder from York and York County. And then we have down here in lane number 2 now moving up, Sophia Youssef, and then lane number 1, Lizzie Washburn, who was 5th in this event last year. So a lot of talent in the water right now. And your leader remains Emma ten Hunfeld. She's 2:04.58 halfway through. She was 2:04.78 earlier today. But we'll see what the breaststrokers can do as they try to chase down Emma ten Hunfeld from Kettering. Moving up, Sophia Youssef. Also down here in 1, Lizzie Washburn. Lizzie Washburn now in 3rd. Youssef, Washburn. And here comes Schneider. Also up there in lane number 7, you've got Billy Sherratt. Lane 6, we've got Delaney Franklin now making a move. So it's really evening up now, and I believe our leader down here in lane number 2, Sophia Youssef from Lakeland Hills. Youssef, great swim right there on that breaststroke leg. And here come your freestylers. They got to put it down now to try to catch those breaststrokers who just took the lead 3/4 of the way through. So we've got down here in 2, Youssef up there in 6, Delaney Franklin. Now moving up again, ten Hunfeld. Here comes Zoe Snyder all the way back out of lane number 4. Got to keep her eye also on Sutphin, but Zoe Snyder trying to chase down. Now she's moved into 3rd, but a lot of water in between herself and trying to chase down Sophia Youssef from Lakeland Hills. So Youssef, she was 4:27 earlier. She's 4:22 tonight, a 5-second drop for Sophia. Great swim right there, followed by Franklin and then Snyder. Look at that. She is shocked. And I'm sure the coaching staff is delighted, as are her teammates and family. So there you can see 4:22.00 coming off of a 4:27 this morning. She was seated 4:24 coming into the meet, so she turned it on the night. Followed by Franklin and Snyder, 23:41 for Franklin and a 4:24.94 for Zoe Snyder. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin. Here come the championship finalists for the women's 400-yard individually medley, led by swimming in lane number 1, Virginia Hastings from the Wilton Waiwahoos.
Swimming in lane number 1, 11th in the 400 IM at Long Course Nationals. She'll be a Bison at Bucknell, giving a shout out to the fam from Wilton, Waiwahoos, Virginia Hastings. Lane number 2, C finalist in both the 200, 400 IM last year. She'll be a Denver Hilltopper in the fall from Schrader, Lily Zippel. Lane number 3, 7th at this event last year. She'll attend Villanova in the fall from Cheshire, Megan Tiernan. The top qualifier, 2nd in this event last year. She'll be a Kentucky Wildcat in the fall from Greater Spartanburg, Hayden Penny. Lane number 5, She is the defending national champion. She already second in the 100 fly this week. Greater Somerset County, Emily Thompson. Lane number 6, fourth in this event last year, from Cheshire, Julia Bartow. Lane number 7, sixth in this event last year, already ninth in the 200 breaststroke. She'll be a Yukon Husky in the fall. Regional YMCA Western Connecticut's Olivia Herbert. And in lane number 8, 12th in the 400 IM, second in this event at Long Course Nationals, already 20th in the 200 back. Greater Somerset County, Erica Maltsev.
So some great introductions right there. I mentioned Virginia Hastings. Did you see her? I'm sure she was waving back home to Wilton, Connecticut. To the Hastings family, Kim and Pete, proud parents. And there's a good shot right now of the field as they are in the water. So here we go. Women's 400-yard individual medley. Top seed coming in. Hayden Penny was runner-up last year. What these ladies do on the fly. Anya Masek, I'm sorry, last year was Emily Thompson was our champion, and she is out fast right now. So it was Thompson and Penny last year, Thompson and Penny this year, and in third right now, Lily Zippel from Schrader. Those are your three. The top two coming in now at 56.50 for Emily Thompson. She was 57.14 earlier today. 57.53 for Hayden Penny, and she was earlier today 58.37. So they're both ahead of their pace from earlier today in the prelim session. Emily Thompson was a member of the Junior Pan Pac team and for long course this summer. Had a great long course Ynats and a great Pan Pac meet. Penny at 128.02. On her back, she was 130.62 earlier today. I'm sorry, Thompson was 129.89 earlier today. And Thompson was 128.02 earlier today. All right, we're turning on the breaststroke now. So we're halfway through our 4IM championship final on the women's side. 159.47 for Emily Thompson. She was 201.92. Megan Small was 158.24, but Megan was absolutely great in this breaststroke portion of the race. Hayden Penny looking very strong right now, trying to inch up. We'll see what this 50 split looks like for Penny as she's trying to catch Emily Thompson. Thompson with that 35.80. Still a little bit faster, so accelerating somewhat over Penny. And in third is Zippel down here in lane number 2. And here we come into the breast to free transition. Thompson, a pretty big, sizable lead right now. She's about 3 seconds ahead of Penny. She's at 3:11.42 for Thompson. She was 3:15.58. And that's where Megan Small made the difference on that breaststroke leg. So here goes the freestyle for Emily Thompson, Hayden Penny, and Zippel Thill in third. She was through at 3:18.66. Earlier today, Zippel was 3:19.25. 50 to go, less than 50 to go. trying to go back-to-back. Emily Thompson from Greater Somerset County. Thompson was 4:15.95 earlier today. She'll be well under that tonight, trying to get through that below 4:10, and she will be at 4:09.05 for Emily Thompson. It's a great swim for Emily Thompson, and Penny finishes second, and in third, look at Herbert. Olivia Herbert moves into the third spot. She'll be a Yukon Husky. Boy, they'll be happy to have Olivia at 4:18. So real good swimming there by our championship finalist on the women's side. So we're happy to say that we're going to move now into our C final. Great swim there by Emily Thompson and our runner-up Hayden Penny. Moving into the C final, now to lane number 1 will be Dylan Eldridge, 10th in the 1,000 from Greater Monmouth. Lane number 2, Kelly Hassett from Birmingham. Lane number 3, Molly Yakoviella, 38th last year, 5th in the 2 breast the other night from York. Emma Below will be in lane number 4. She was 15th in the 2 breast from Nashua. Juliana Tyler from Cheshire, Connecticut. She'll be off to University of Rhode Island this fall. Addie Hirschbrunner from Oshkosh is in 6th. Cameron Smith, 17th in the 2 breast from Piedmont, is in lane 7. Charlotte Trentelange from Greater Monmouth is in lane number 8. So you've got your top seed in the center of the pool in here, top 2 seeds. Not much separating them, about a half a second was Below and Tyler. So out first, though, is Hirschbrunner, Addie Hirschbrunner from Oshkosh. She was out 27.86 on that first 50 of the 4 IM, and that 100 fly that they must put in at the beginning here. And they turn over on their back and then really have to use their legs a lot in that 100 backstroke. A lot of hard work and training go in here into this event. Hirschbrunner was out 59.91. She was just a little bit lower than that this morning. So she'll pull the field along here on the backstroke as she's going to try to open up a little bit. But it's Hirschbrunner, then Yakoviello, Yakoviello is second right now, and then Below. Still, there's Molly Yakoviello at 1:33.42. And then Tyler, then Hirschbrunner. So Yakoviello, let's see where she is at the end here on the back earlier today. She's 2:07.43. She was 2:11.10. And I know Molly is a good breaststroker. She was 5th in the 200 breast. So this is a big swim tonight for Molly Yakoviello. First saw her swim at the York Y. There's a good shot of Molly as she heads out on her second 50 of the 100 breast split. So Charlotte Trentelange from Greater Monmouth up there in lane number 8, holding down the second spot. Now moving up. Also out of lane number 6. That's Addie Hirschbrunner. But Molly Yakoviello having a great swim tonight, and she's through the breaststroke. She's 3:21.27 through the breaststroke is Molly Iacoviello. She was 3:27.15 earlier today, and you could see the difference coming out of lane number 3. Tremendous swim tonight from Molly. This kind of swim right here, potentially doing this in the morning, definitely moves her up into a B final. Or possibly with this, this is real good swimming, a 4:05, 6, 7, 8 coming in, and she'll push for home. As I mentioned, Iacoviello was 4:30 this morning. It's the head down and gets to that wall, and she's 4:23. Wow. Amazing. Charlotte Trenchalon in second and finish it up in third. Kelly Hassett coming back on that freestyle leg at 29.54. But look at Molly Iacoviello. That is an outstanding C final swim with that 4:23.95. She would have been the top seed right there in the center of the pool for the B final. But she did it. It's a time is a time, and she can take that with her here out of Ynats, and that's outstanding for the 16-year-old. Next up is our D final, 15 and unders, and I'll give you the lineup right now. Out of lane number 1 from York and York County, Aveline Walsh. Lane number 2, Reese Riley from Blue Ash. Izzy Pfeiffer, lane number 3 from Upper Main Line. I'm sorry, from York and York County. Grace Curtis is in lane 4 from Upper Main Line. Lane number 5 is Josie Marino from Wyckoff. Lane 6, Scout McQueen, Woodson. Lane 7, Ella Gusson, Westport Weston. And in lane number 8, Serena Dickey from Lakeland Hills. 15 years old or under. We've got several 14-year-olds in here. The field split, half and half. 4 15-year-olds and 4 14-year-olds. Up there in lane number 8 is Serena Dickey. She is out fast. So Serena Dickey gets this evening swim. See where she is tonight versus where she was this morning. She's 59.66, I think I saw there. Yep, 59.66, and Dickey was 1:00.50, so almost a full second ahead of where she was. We'll see what she was able to do on her back. So Dickey is in lane number 8, and then looks like in lane number 6, that's Scout McQueen. And Scout McQueen from Woodson's a 14-year-old. And down here in lane number 1, we've got Aveline Walsh from York and York County. So your leader, Serena Dickey, halfway through on the back at 1:33.61. She was 1:35.88, so a little over 2 seconds ahead of where she was. Some little outside smoke here early in the 4 IM, but now moving up, looking great. Head still, great body position right there out of lane number 6. Scout McQueen. We'll see where Scout was through the backstroke. So Scout was 2:08 tonight. She was 2:09 this morning. Serena Dickey 2:07.85 tonight. Earlier today she was 2:11.54. But here comes the breaststrokers. Now moving up, also down here in lane 1, Aveline Walsh. Here comes Izzy Pfeiffer, her training partner and teammate in lane number 3. But your leader now, Scout McQueen. Scout from Woodson, 14 years old. So McQueen at 2:45.57. She was 2:48.51, so almost 3 full seconds of where she was this morning. Here comes Izzy Pfeiffer out of lane 3. Dickey still trying to hang in there up there in lane number 8 as they'll transition into the freestyle leg. 300 yards through, and it is Scout McQueen, 3:24.07. She was 3:28.99 this morning. This is so important to have these swims for these young swimmers to get through and get a feel for what it's like to swim at night. So we wanted to add that value here for our youngsters as they move up. And here's our D final, our 15 and under final in the water. You can see it happening. So Scout McQueen with less than 50 to go. Pfeiffer in second. Up there in lane number 8, Serena Dickey still hanging in there for a top 3 finish. But here comes Pfeiffer. We know she has a great freestyle, trying to chase down Scout McQueen. And they get to the wall, and it will be Scout McQueen going 4:27.00, followed by Pfeiffer, who's 29.11 on that last 50, and then Serena Dickey at 4:30.59. So once again, 4:27.00. So where does that put you? That puts you into the B final. You do that in the morning. And check out Izzy Pfeiffer at 4:27.07 and Serena Dickey at 4:30.59. So some big drops for that group. That was just tremendous, as you could see right there, the D finalist 15 and under group. So I'm going to be turning it back over to our PA announcer, Mr. Bruce Griffin, the voice of Short Course Nationals here in Greensboro. Thanks.
Please welcome our award winners for the women's 400-yard individual medley. Presenting the awards, Coach Mary Corey from Greater Somerset County. Coach Mary Corey. Finishing in 16th, Gabi Augustin, YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. 15th, Ava Sutphin, Emmy Lions. 14th, Billy Charette, Fanwood God's Plan. 13th, Emma Tenenfeld, Kettering, South Community. 12th, Lizzie Washburn from Summit Branch. 11th, Joey Schneider from York. Finishing 10th, Delaney Franklin, Greater Spartanburg. And winner of the B final from Lakeland Hills, Sophia Youssef. Finishing in 8th place, Julia Bartow, Cheshire. 7th place, Virginia Hastings, Wilton. Finishing 6th, Lily Zippel from Schrader. Finishing 5th, Erica Maltsev, Greater Somerset County. Finishing 4th, Megan Tiernan from Cheshire. Finishing 3rd, Olivia Herbert, Regional Y, Western Connecticut. Gave our devotion tonight. 2nd, Hayden Penny from Greater Spartanburg. And now a two-time national champion in the women's 400-yard individual medley from Greater Somerset County, Emily Thompson. Winning time.
Great job by Emily Thompson, going at 4:09.05. As Bruce mentioned, a two-time now. She's a two-time national champion in that event. And Hayden Penny got the runner-up, but man, some great swims. 4:13 for Hayden Penny, coming off that 4:15 in the morning, almost 4:16 for her in the morning. So here we go over to the men's 400-yard individual medley. Your championship and meet record, our national record, is 3:44.08. Matt Fallon from Somerset Valley, set back in 2019. In your B final, we have out of lane number 1, Jake Pravat from Greater Spartanburg. Lane number 2 is Jack Smith, 6th in the 200 breast from Piedmont. Lane number 3 is Leon Alman, 19th in the 1,000 and 20th in the 200 breast from Western North Carolina. And lane number 4 is Sean Kelty, 24th last year in this event from Hickory. Lane number 5, Justin Dostal, 15th last year from Emmy Lyons. He'll be off to George Washington University in the fall. Ricky Iturbe Casano from Greater Somerset Counties in lane number 6. Caden Fada, 32nd in this event last year from York and York Counties in 7. And Braden Franklin from Greater Spartanburg is in lane number 8. B final of the men's 400-yard individual medley. And let's see who's out here first. Down here in lane number 2, put in a pretty zippy first 50. That is Jack Smith. Smith is out tonight in 24.84. He was 25.15 earlier today. So here comes some flyers up there in lane 6 and 7. That's Rike Iturbe Casano in lane number 6 and Caden Fada from York and York County in 7. Looks like Fada having a pretty good swim. York and York County, South Central Pennsylvania, always putting out a fine team up there. So right now you've got Caden Fada. He was out 53.31. He was 54.53 earlier today. Also down here in lane number 2, staying in the mix, is Jack Smith from Piedmont. We know Cavalier Aquatics Piedmont YMCA has a great squad. They've been scoring well in the past several years. And it is Jack Smith, and then it's Fada, and then it's Rike Iturbe Casano. Also trying to move up is Justin Dostal from Emmy Lyons, one of the long-time YMCA programs out there in Cincinnati, Ohio. But Jack Smith on his back right now, leading the way down here in lane number 2. Smith into Tush halfway through. For Jack Smith, he's 154.98 for Smith. He was 156.23 earlier. Fada was 156.4 tonight. And Fada earlier was 158.39. So they're a bit zippier tonight. I know Caden Fada, I think he is a pretty good breaststroker, if I can recall being out there for some swim meet, over that one celebration meet we did during COVID. But a lot of good breaststrokers in the mix right now. But Smith still leading. Here comes Fada, trying to chase him down. Fada was 33.17 on that last 50. And Smith was 33.25. Fastest split there was Liam Ailman at 32.97. But Fada, we'll see where he is on this 50 split. So Smith, he goes 34.07. Ailman goes 33.13. Fada goes 33.78. And now they're into the freestyle leg. And it is right now Jack Smith down here in lane number 2. Caden Fada up there in lane number 7. And now moving up out of lane 3, Liam Ailman. Smith at 3:31.17 with 50 to go. About 3 seconds ahead of where he was. 3:32.68 for Caden Fata. He was 3:34.69 earlier. We'll see if Fata will be able to hold off the field. But Smith will. We know that. We can see that. And it will be Jack Smith going 3:58.54, followed by Liam Aylman, a nice last 50 there at 27.25, and then Caden Fata finishes up third at 4:01.01. So 4:00.91 for Aylman, and Jack Smith, he goes 3:58.54. Nice breakthrough swim right there for Jack Smith. He came in 3:58.60, so he lowered that time. And I'll turn it back over to Bruce as he'll introduce our championship finalists in the 400-yard individual medley.
Here they are, A finalists swimming in lane number 1. 5th in this event last year, already 5th in the 200 back this week. There'll be a Tar Heel at UNC Chapel Hill in the fall from Yoda, Reese Stoner. Lane number 2 from Wilkes-Barre, Wooby Kupska. Lane number 3, our national champion, the 1,000 freestyle. Looks like he's headed to Wisconsin in the fall, but he'll be a Ute. So I'm not sure if it's Wisconsin or Utah. From Schrader, Isaac Flagg. Top qualifier, already 2nd in the 200 back, 3rd in this event last year. He's a high school junior, but already planning to stay home in Virginia, swim for the Cavaliers. From Piedmont, David King, our top qualifier. Lane number 5, 6th in the 200 back this week. He'll be a Longhorn in 2024. From Boise, Tyler Quarterman. In lane number 6, already 3rd in the 200 breaststroke, 4th in this event last year. As a junior, has already committed to Notre Dame. From Birmingham, Angus McDonald. Lane 7, 7th in the 1,000 free, 17th in this event last year. He'll be a Duke Blue Devil in the fall. From Lakeland Hills, Owen Markovitz. And in lane number 8 from Champaign County, Illinois, Isaac Carr. This is the A final. Madam Referee.
Texas, from all the way in from Boise. He was 3:55.90. So we'll see what these young men can do tonight. Isaac Flagg from Schrader should also be in the mix. Well, right now it's David King. He's out 23:63. He was 24:18 this morning going out. He's got a national record 3:44.08. Matt Fallon, Somerset Valley, UPenn Quaker. And there you see a good shot. Very nice turn right there for David King. He's 51.19. He was 52.31 this morning. And Quarterman right next to him in the yellow cap is 52.22. He was 53.19 this morning. And then on the other side is Isaac Flagg at 52.48. So Flagg was 53-58 this morning. So King trying to get through this and take a national championship for Piedmont. Also down here in lane number 1, Reese Stoner, always good on the backstroke leg. There'll be a University of North Carolina Tar Heel in the fall. Looks like David King already committing. He wants to stay home and go to UVA. And King now through at 147.91, 150.80 this morning. Quarterman 149.61 tonight. He was 151.84, and Flegg was 154.38 this morning. He's 151.92. These gentlemen have picked up the pace after a nice afternoon nap and some good nutrition. David King under the national record pace, but we know Matt Fallon and his breaststroke was absolutely outstanding. We watched Matt Fallon all the way through last in 2021 at Olympic trials. He was a top qualifier in that 2 breast coming back at night. Rowdy and I were talking about that a little bit last night. We were off camera, off audio last night. We were talking about that, but what a swimmer he was, a Y swimmer, and currently in the Ivy League. So trying to chase down David King. He's still our leader as he pushes now into the freestyle. He's at 255.84 for David King. That's where Fallon had his big legs in the breaststroke. So King was 355 this morning. Quarterman was 355.90. But here comes Isaac Flegg. He won the 1000s. He's going to try to chase down David King. So Flegg was 27.01 on that last 50, although King was 26.49. Maybe a little bit too much left for Flegg, definitely. Quarterman trying to hold off Angus McDonald, but here comes David King, 3:48.56. That's a great swim for David King, and then Flegg finishes up in second, and then Tyler Quarterman. So there they are right there, good shot. So King at 3:48, he's the only one under 3:50, but Flegg at 3:50.58, big drop tonight as Quarterman goes 3:50.321, and McDonald just off of him at 3:50.366. So great swim for those guys tonight. C final is next. In lane number 1, John Coletta, 10th in the 2 breast. He'll be off to the Coast Guard Academy from Countryside. Lane number 2, Nathan Spetz, 4th last year in this event from Pal Crosley. Lane number 3 is Max Moore, 5th in the 200 breast from Piedmont. Lane number 4 is Andrew Sieber, 18th last year from Greensboro. Peter Smelzer, 14th in the 1000. He's in lane number 5 from Emmy Lyons. Eli Edmondson from Goldsboro, he's 15 years old. He's in lane number 6. Nick Bacall, 21st last year from Greater Spartanburg, is in 7th. And Mayor Krieger from Birmingham is in lane number 8. And we'll get our split here at Andrew Sieber, 24.56 going out. He was 24.69, so just ahead of his pace up there in lane number 7 now, moving up Nick Bacall, and Max Moore down here in lane number 3. So right now it's Eli Edmondson now taking over that 3rd spot. Nick Bacall in 2nd. Andrew Sieber was out in 53.69. He was 53.84 earlier today. Draw Nick Bacall up there in lane number 7 on his back, and the backstrokes are starting to even up. Also out there in lane number 8, Mayor Krieger from Birmingham. Right now, center of the pool here in your C final, Andrew Sieber, 124.08, halfway through the back. He was 124.16. And up there in lane number 7, Nick Bacall, at 124.91. Trying to pick up the pace. Sieber was 30.39 on that first 50, but here comes Nick Bacall, and then up there in lane number 8, Mayer Krieger. So Siebert is 153.83, halfway through, going into the breaststroke. Nick Bacall, 154.16. He was 155.68, so he's having a pretty good swim tonight. Nick Bacall up there in lane 7, also up there in lane number 8, still hanging in there. Mayer Krieger, he was 157.13. He was 159.70 earlier today. So King still hanging in there, also trying to move up Max Moore from Piedmont. Sieber from Greensboro. And still up there in lane 7, Nick Bacall. As these gentlemen have worked their way through the breaststroke, now transitioning to the freestyle. Sieber still your leader, 305.01. He was 306.21 earlier today. Nick Bacall from Spartanburg in second. Now he's moving in the first. So Nick Bacall up there in lane 7. We'll see where Bacall is on his split from earlier today. So Bacall 330, 336. He was 338.12. Bacall 28.08 going out there. Here comes Nathan Spetz down here in 2. He was 27.12 off that first 50. Trying to chase down and move up into that third spot. But it'll be Nick Bacall. Pretty good swim here in the C final. And Nick goes 4:00:52, followed by Sieber at 4:01:40, and Nathan Spetz all the way back, dropping to 25.92 on that last 50. He goes 4:02:70. A real good swim right there for Nick Bacall. He was 21st last year, moved all the way up. That time tonight will put him up in a B final. If he would have done that this morning. But again, time's a time. You take it with you, whether it's a prelim or a final. Hopefully it's a little faster in the final. D final is now up to 15 and unders. Joey Milhomans from Cheshire is in 1. Jacob Nawaswiat from Upper Mainline in 2. Maddox Turnus from Greater Spartanburg in 3. AJ Farner from Birmingham is in lane 4. Lane number 5, Jack Hensley from Lancaster and Fairfield. Lane number 6, Braden Todd, York and York County. Lane 7, Caden Wong from Summit. And in lane number 8, Max Ruffer from Greater Somerset County. So we'll keep our eye on these 15-year-olds and under. We got one 14-year-old in the field, and that is Max Ruffer from Somerset County, Greater Somerset County. So out first, Joey Milhomans down here in lane number 1. So still, now it's Jack Hensley in lane 5. He was 54.59. So still Milhomans down here in lane number 1, out in 126.29, halfway through on the back. Nice backstroke right there, center of the pool, lane number 4, AJ Farner, now in 3rd. And then we've got Braden Todd from York and York County up there in lane number 6, now in 3rd. But real smooth. Look at that backstroke, center of the pool. I'm sure that A.J. Farner has done well in the backstroke. But here he goes on his breast. Here come the rest of the breaststrokers. Farner, your leader now from Birmingham. So A.J. Farner now 2:31.01. Definitely picked up from this morning's pace. And now moving up out of lane number 5, here comes Jack Hensley. Hensley from Lancaster and Fairfield, Ohio. And in 3rd, down here in lane number 2, Jacob Nowaswiat. Great breaststroke leg for Jacob Nowaswiat. He was 35.03 coming back. Hensley was 34.61. Well ahead of the field on that breaststroke. Farner still your leader, 3:34.05. He was 28.47 on that first 50. Well, he'll just be over that 4:0, maybe that 4:02 mark. 4:03, 4:02 could be. That's a pretty zippy swim for a 15-year-old. Birmingham's A.J. Farner. Look at that 4:01.62. My goodness, that's a great swim. Nowaswiat finishes up at 4:06.76. Hensley 4:06.84. Nowaswiat on that last 50, he goes 28.76 to finish up that last 100. But A.J. Farner, he'll take the 15 and under final at a 4:01.62, followed by Jacob Nowaswiat and then Jack Hensley. There's your top 3 coming out of that heat. Great swim. I'm going to be turning it back over to Bruce as he will take you through the award ceremony for our 400-yard individual medalist.
Please welcome our award winners for the men's 400-yard individual medley. Presenting the awards for the men's 400-yard individual medley, Coach Gary Taylor from Piedmont. Finishing in 16th place, 15th place, Braden Franklin, Greater Spartanburg. In 14th, Ricky Iturbe Casano, Greater Somerset County. 13, Sean Kelty from Hickory. 12th, Justin Dostal, Emmy Lyons. Finishing 11th, Caden Fada, York, Pennsylvania. 10th, Liam Ailman, Western North Carolina. The winner of the B final from Piedmont, Jack Smith. Finishing in 8th, Isaac Carr, Champaign County. Finishing 7th, Owen Markowitz, Lakeland Hills. Finishing 6th, Wooby Kupska, Wilkes-Barre. Finishing 5th, Reese Stoner from Yoda. 4th, Angus McDonald, Birmingham. Finishing 3rd, Tyler Quarterman from Boise. Finishing 2nd, Isaac Flagg Schrader. The 2023 national champion, men's 400-yard individual medley from Piedmont, David King. Winning time 3:48.56. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Held by Anna Mosh. 144.10 set here last year. Greater Somerset County, our B final. Lane number 1 will be Samantha Clifford. 9th last year in this event from Birmingham. She'll be off to the Naval Academy this fall, or this summer. Audrey Langanelli, 20th last year, 18th in the 1,000 from Upper Main Line. She's going to be off to the Air Force Academy this summer. Avery Cudlack's in lane number 3. 14th last year, 13th in 105 from Lehigh. She'll be a Pitt Panther this fall. Emily Way, 10th last year, 15th in 105. York and York Counties in lane number 4. Maddie Foster, 32nd this event last year. She'll be off to Queen's University of Charlotte this fall from Tri-County. Megan Unruh, University of Houston. Be a Cougar this fall from Boyertown. She's in lane 6. Amy Pan is in lane 7 from the 100 back earlier tonight. She'll be a Northwestern Wildcat in the fall this year from Farmington family. And in lane number 8, Kimberly Shannon, Greater Susquehanna Valley YMCA. She'll be a Pitt Panther also. A couple of Pitt Panthers in here, and a couple of people going on to serve our country. U.S. Naval Academy for Samantha Clifford up down here in lane 1, and Audrey Langanelli, Air Force Academy. Great field here in the 200 freestyle B final. And your early leader out of lane number 4, Emily Way. We'll see where she is. Right now, she was out right there at 24.68. She was 25.20 earlier today. All right, on her hip down there in lane number 3, Avery Cudlack. Here's Cudlack now at 53.02. Cudlack was 53.54 earlier. Way was 52.17 tonight, 53.13 earlier today. Here comes Langanelli out of lane 2 trying to chase down Cudlack, but leading the way is Emily, and she's out at the 150 mark. And she's 120.76 right there. She was 122.09. Langanelli now second. Way still leading the way for Emily. Keep her on Langanelli down here in 2. Good shot of the finish there for Emily Way. And she goes 149.60 for Emily Way, dropping below that 150.86. Good swim right there for Emily. Audrey Langanelli finishes up second at 150.39. Megan Unruh all the way back out of lane 6. We saw her coming out. She goes 150.79. So Megan Unruh from Boyertown finishes up 3rd. And here we go. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin, and then he'll take you through the introductions of our championship finalists.
Please welcome our finalists, a final women's 200-yard freestyle. Let's meet them. Lane number 1, she finished 28 in this event. This is her first A final, 10th in this event at Long Course Nationals. In Greater Somerset County, Colleen Bull. Lane number 2, already 6th in the 100 fly from Wyckoff, Katie Lawrence. Lane number 3, 4th in this event last year, already 7th in the 100 fly. She'll be a Longhorn at the University of Texas in the fall from Umley, Alexa Fulton. The top qualifier, lane number 4, she'll be a Pitt Panther in the fall from Boyertown, Sydney Green. Lane number 5, she is the defending national champion and the national record holder from Greater Somerset County, Anna Mosch. Lane number 6, already 10th in the 200 backstroke. She'll be a Wildcat at the University of Kentucky. From Kanawha, West Virginia, Madeline McLaughlin. And in lane number 8, 18th in this event last year, already 10th in the 100 fly. She'll swim for the Harvard Crimson in the fall of 2024 from Upper Mainline, Kenzie Padilla. This is the A final, Mr. Referee.
All right, here is your championship final as Bruce took him through. That's Kate Murray, 47th last year in this event for Westport Westing in lane number 7. And you've got Sydney Gring in the center of the pool. Gring was out 25.09, Mosch out 24.95 earlier today. We've got Mosch as our defending champion and national record holder at 144.10, which she did last year. So right now, it's Anna Mosch out of 24.45. She's about a half a second ahead of her split time from this morning. Sydney Gring, a couple of Pennsylvania swimmers. Gring from Boyertown, not far from Upper Mainline. Just got to get on 422 and go kind of northwest. Get out to Boyertown. And there's Katie Lawrence now in second. So Anna Mosch, she's at 51.17. She was 52.52 this morning. So Mosch working her way through. She's going to be a Cavalier at UVA in the fall. So 50 more to go. She's through the 150 mark at 118.15. Gring still hanging in there. Gring at 118.95. So Mosch was 148.75 this morning. Gring was 147.88. And third spot, too tight to call, but up there in lane number 7, Kate Murray. And it will be Fulton, though. She drops in at a 147.46, but Mosch 145.38, followed by Sydney Gring, and then then Alexa Fulton at 147.36. So there's your field right there. Up in front, Anna Mosch, now a two-time champion in this event, followed by Sydney Gring and Alexa Fulton. Next up will be our C final. Out of lane number 1, Mia Hatsis, 16th in the 1,000 from Regional Y Western Connecticut. Virginia Hastings, we just saw her finish 7th in the 4IM. Back for the 200 freestyle. She was 75th in this event last year. She'll be a Bucknell Bison in the fall from the Wilton Y Wahoos. Taylor Goodwin, 12th in the 1,000 from Western North Carolina, is in lane 3. Ava Knopsnyder, 14th in the 1,000 from Reading and Berks County, is in 4. Abby Winicki from Woodson is in 5. Caitlin Fitzgerald, 7th last year, 5th in the 1,000 this week. She's off to JMU this fall from Western Delaware. She's in 6. Nina Schulich from Jackson Community Y is in 7. And Riley Cudlack She'll be heading down to D.C. and attend George Washington University this fall from Laurel East. Hartford is in lane number 8. So out pretty zippy right now in lane number 2. Virginia Hastings. Talking Virginia a little bit earlier on the deck. Nothing to lose here in this 200, right? Had that championship final of the 4IM a little bit earlier. Hastings out 52-14 tonight. He was 54.06 earlier today. The Wilton Y Wahoos. She came in 149.79, so she's got to try to get back to that tonight or lower that. Her coach, Joe Bonk, probably getting a vertical of about 12 inches off the ground right now. As Hastings at 120.42, 28-28 on that last 50. See if she can hold off the rest of the field on this back half. Followed by Nina Schulich up there in lane number 7. And lane number 6 is Kate Fitzgerald. But good legs still for Hastings. 150 through now. Nope, here we are, 148.56. She got well underneath of that 150, 48. My goodness, where would have that put her into the A final? But we know she only had about 20 minutes this morning in between, but a time is a time, and there it is, 148.56 for the Wilton Y Wahoo Virginia Hastings taking the C final, followed by Nina Schulich and then Kate Fitzgerald. They were both at 151.08 and 151.09 respectively. So great swim right there for Virginia Hastings. Next up is our D final, our 15 and under event. A.K. Gill, 13 years old from Greensboro, is in lane number 1. Ellie McNamara from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Lane number 2, Amelia Doach from Burbank is in 3. Ann Dickinson, lane number 4 for Schrader. Lane number 5, Kirsten Dietschwiller from Oshkosh. Lane number 6, Ivy Slavinsky from Greater Monmouth. Lane 7, Ella Gusson from Westport Weston. And Alyssa Napier from Western Branch, Delaware, is in lane number 8. So there's your field for the D final. And up there in lane number 8, out very quickly, Alyssa Napier from Western Delaware. She was 25.59 at the 50. We'll see where she is at the 100. Napier earlier in the meet was 54.53. She's now 53.71. Kirsten Dietschwiller was 53.52 halfway through. Dietschwiller was 54.81 earlier today. Now moving up, Ann Dickinson, 122.42. She was 123.26, so it is Dickinson, Dietschwiller, and Napier up there in lane number 8, still remaining strong. Got some good feet going on up there in lane number 8, but center of the pool, Ann Dickinson from Schrader. Dickinson, 15 years old, and it is Dickinson at a 150.49, followed by Dietschwiller at 150.95, and then Napier hangs in there for third at a 152.94. So great drop there tonight for the D finalists. Those top 3. There they are, Dickinson, Dietschwiller, and Napier. So Bruce will now take us through the awards for the women's 200 freestyle. And next up will be the men's 200 freestyle right after the awards ceremony for those top 16. So some real good swimming right there on the women's 200 free. And I'll be back momentarily.
Please welcome our A and B finalists for the 200-yard freestyle award winners. Presenting the awards for the women's 200-yard freestyle, Coach Mary Corey from Greater Somerset County. Finishing in 16th place, Kimberly Shannon, Greater Susquehanna Valley. 15th, Amy Pan, Farmington. 14th, Samantha Clifford, Birmingham. 13th, Avery Cudlack, Laurel, East Hartford. 12th, Maddie Foster, Tri-County. 11th, Megan Unruh from Boyertown. 10th, Audrey Laganelli, Upper Main Line. And winner of the B final from York, Emily Way. Finishing in 8th place, Kinsey Padilla, Upper Main Line. 7th place, Katie Lawrence, Wyckoff. 6th place, Colleen Bull, Greater Somerset County. Finishing 5th, Maddie McLaughlin, Kendall Valley, West Virginia. 4th, Kate Murray, Westport Weston. 3rd, Alexa Fulton, Upper Main Line. Finishing 2nd, Sydney Green, Boyertown. And your 2023, now two-time national champion, women's 200-yard freestyle, Anna Mosch, Greater Somerset County, winning time of 1:45.38. Congratulations, lady.
5:38 was her finishing time, as she's now a two-time champion in that event. Next up will be the men's 200-yard freestyle. 1:34.15, set back in 2019. Brendan Burns, Upper Main Line. In your B final, lane number 1 is Preston Kessler, 20th last year from Indiana County. Lane number 2, Evan Blazer, 23rd last year from Springfield Family. Lane number 3, Riley Twist, 19th last year in this event from Westport Weston. He'll be off to be a Bucknell Bison. Lane number 4, Derek Estep from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Lane number 5 is David Meyer, 14th last year from Woodson. Zachary Redding, 15th in the 100 fly this week from Western Branch, Delaware. He'll be off to Old Dominion this fall. He's in lane 6. Lane number 7, Colin Jordan from Greater Spartanburg. And in lane number 8, Cam Kraft from N.E. Lyons. And they're staged right up there on the blocks. And we'll take you through this B final. This is the last individual event of the evening. We have the relays coming up, the 200 medley relays coming up after we get through the awards of the 200 freestyle. So E-step was 1:39.31 earlier today. We'll see who's out first. It is David Meyer at 22.70 going out. Meyer was 22.57. So just a little off, but the field is very even, at least right now, as these gentlemen work their way up to the 100 mark. Now trying to make a move out of lane number 3 is Riley Twist from Westport Weston. He is now your leader at 47.80 going out to Twist here in the B final. He was 48.52 earlier this morning. earlier today. So Twist still your leader, followed by David Mayer in lane number 5, and then Evan Blazer right next to Twist down here in lane number 2. Blazer 76/100ths of a second behind. Here comes E-Step trying to chase down Twist. I mentioned Riley Twist, he's going to be off to Bucknell and become a Bison in the fall, but Twist looks like he's going to be holding off the field, but for second, now moving up, it will be Zach Reddy now to lane number 6, so Riley Twist goes 138.80. Great swim tonight for Riley. He breaks through that 140 mark. He came in at 140.04, goes 138.80. That's a great swim. He was 140.28 this morning. So Twist and Redding and Kraft and Kessler all go sub 140. Blazer right on the edge along with E-Step at 140.01 and 03 respectively. So they very fast, great swim in that B final led by Riley Twist from Westport Weston. Next up is our championship final, and here's Bruce to introduce those 8 finalists.
This is the A final. Let's meet them. Lane number 1. Ninth in this event at Long Course Nationals from Blue Ash, Bryce Minchoffer. Lane number 2, he was in the C final of the 100 fly. Be part of the Fighting Irish at Notre Dame in the fall from Schrader, Jack Sullivan, the 5th. In third, 9th in this event last year, already 17th in the 100 fly this week, YMCA of Rock River Valley's Camden James Taylor. The top qualifier, 2nd in this event last year, already a national champion this week in the 100 fly. Be part of the Virginia Tech Hokies in the fall from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield. Lane number 5, 11th in this event last year, 4th in the 100 fly this week. For Piedmont, Will Brown. In 6th, 5th in this event last year, he'll be a Golden Bear at Cal in the fall from Greater Somerset County, Rob Alexi. Lane number 7, 4th in this event last year, he'll be a Buckeye at the Ohio State University, Champaign County's Nolan Miller. And in lane number 8, 10th in this event last year, from Cheshire, Damian Chartursky.
And there's the field all set up.
This is the A final.
Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer, the one and only. Brendan Whitfield, he's at 136.17 coming in. Will Brown right next to him at a 137.24 coming into this event. Whitfield won the 100 fly last night, so he's a national champion. And he'll be part of the Vatek Hokie group. Sergio has a great program down there. Rowdy was commenting on that last evening. Whitfield jumps on it pretty quickly as he's out. Whitfield in 21.32. How about that? That's a pretty big jump out there. And that is well under the national record pace by Brendan Burns. But we know Brendan, legendary here in Y Swimming. And we've got Whitfield coming up on the 100 mark. The 100 national record pace is 45:32. Whitfield at 44:79. Camden Taylor in lane number 2 is in second. Will Brown in third. He's just above him. Here comes Whitfield. National record pace 109.45. He's got to really jump on this last 50 if he's going to make it. Still under national record pace. He's at 109.18. Now we know that Brendan came back in 23. So here he goes. He's got to be back. Whitfield was 24:39 on that last 50. It will be close. He's got it. He's at 133.97. New national record for Brendan Whitfield. How about that? And I bet you Brendan Burns, if I know him, he's giving him some applause. So Brendan Whitfield, 133.97, setting the new national and meet record, followed up by Camden Taylor and Will Brown, both at 137s. You can see that right on your screen, but 133.97. Knew he had that chance. He really stepped on it going out, and he had to. He had to. But he made it back on those splits coming back were just absolutely tremendous. And he goes sub 134 to take the national championship in record fashion. Next up is our C final. In lane number 1, Jack Mills, 6th in the 100 fly from Lynchburg. Ben Eichshed, 18th in the 100 fly from Triangle area. He'll be a Towson Tiger. How about that? Ben Eichshed, I probably know who's watching, right? The coach. So lane number 3, 0-9, 9th in the 1,000 from Greensboro. Brandon Myers, Pal Crosley, he's in lane number 4. Ian Duncan, 14th in the 2 back from Birmingham, is in lane 5. Jeremy Muller, 15th last year from Rock River Valley. He's in 6. Teddy Blake, 9th in the 2 back from Triangles, in 7. And Mason Green, he'll be an F off at Williams College, his fall from Boyertown. So Tony Bruno, you better be watching this, from Towson. Eichshed's in second right now, but down there up there in lane number 8, 48.03 is Mason Green. Eichshed still stepping on it also down here in lane number 2. Up there in lane 7, Teddy Blake, so it's Eichshed now first. He was 25.68 on that last 50. Let's see what he can do on his final 50. Trying to chase him down up there in lane 7, Teddy Blake, Mason Green, outside smoke, but here comes Eichshed. And look out, lane number 1. Jack Mills comes all the way back. He goes 24.78, but Eichshed goes 139.69. Shout out to Anthony Bruno on that recruit for the Towson Tigers. So Mills comes all the way back. Mills from Lynchburg, back 24.78 on that last split. Followed up there by Teddy Blake. Couple guys under 140. Eichshed and Mills. Next up is our D final. And the 2 free. So in the D final is Charlie McCuston from Birmingham, 14 years old, in lane number 1. Oliver Stedbach from Indian Valley in lane number 2. Eli Edmondson, 15 years old, from Goldsboro, is in 3. And this is the name we love, London Rising, from the Dick Family YMCA. Rowdy was getting a kick out of that last night, noticed it right away, and followed London. There we are, lane number 5, Ethan Scutton from Schrader. Lane number 6, Cody Lonsberg from Indian Valley. They've got a couple of swimmers in this heat. Just outside of Hartford, Connecticut, Amir Tasker from Chambersburg is in 7, and Kai Batchelor, Lakeland Hills in lane number 8. So London Rising out first at 22:71. Let's see if he can finish this off. Rising through 100, still your leader, followed by Shutton and then Cody Lonsberg. 48:08 for London Rising. He was 48:66 earlier today. Too close to call for the second spot right now. But he's about a body length, but now trying to move up, Ethan Shutton. Shutton was 26:77 on that last 50, but it is still London Rising at 1:15.12. Here comes Shutton, also out there in lane number 8. Kai Batchelor trying to make a move. But London Rising, the youngster, he'll go 1:40.88, followed by Kai Batchelor and then Ethan Shutton. So nice swim right there. London Rising comes down to a 1:40.88 off of a 1:42.76 morning swim. That was a great swim right there. So we'll get ready for our award ceremony for the 200-yard freestyle on the men's side. We'll turn it back over to Bruce, and then we're going to do some relays. Hope you're enjoying tonight's live stream. We will have a 5-minute break, as they work their way through these awards, and then we'll head into our sprint medley relays, 200-yard style. Once again, I'll return here momentarily, but we'll turn it over to Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer, to take us through the top 16 of the men's 200 freestyle.
Please welcome our award winners from the men's 200-yard freestyle. Presenting the awards for the men's 200-yard freestyle, Coach Ryan Woodruff from Lynchburg. Finishing in 16th, Colin Jordan, Greater Spartanburg. 15th, David Meyer from Woodson. 14th, Derek Eastep from Chambersburg. 13th, Evan Blazer, Springfield. Finishing 12th, Preston Kessler, Indiana County. 11th, Cam Kraft, Emmy Lyons. 10th, Zachary Redding from Western Branch. Winner of the B final, Riley Twist, Westport Weston. Finishing in 8th place, Bryce Minchoffer from Blue Ash. 7th, Damian Sartoriski, Cheshire. 6, Nolan Miller, Champaign County. Finishing 5th, Rob Alexi, Greater Somerset County. Finishing 4th, Jack Sullivan from Schrader. 3rd, Will Brown, Piedmont. 2nd, Camden Taylor, Rock River Valley. And your 2023 national champion and new national record holder from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield, a time of 1:33.97. It's time for the Gate Guy Fan of the Day. Part of the honorary Spirit Squad, he took out the sign for the 200 free relay early in the meet. Got young energy. He's here watching his older brother. He is Max Voitish, Gate Guy Fan of the Day. And the Gate Guy Team of the Day, Spirit Squad participation champs. They offered a great devotion the other night and national anthem, full team spirit. Congratulations to the team of the day, the team from Yoda. We'd like to make a special recognition at this time at the announcer's table. Longtime friend of YMCA swimming. He started his career swimming for the Ridgewood YMCA in New Jersey. He went on to hold the 200 fly world record for 3 years. He did make the 1980 Olympic team. Unfortunately, he did not compete in Moscow that year. He made the team. They just did not compete. We would have loved to see him pursue the world record at the Olympics. He wasn't able to. Has been with Swim Across America, an organization that raises money for cancer research since its start in 1987. I'm going to ask you to stand on your feet because this man was inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame this year. Please give it up for Craig Beardsley. One of our great Olympians, Craig Beardsley, world record holder, member of the 1980 Olympic team. Two minutes and we'll be ready for the relay. 2 minutes.
We are almost ready for the women's 200-yard medley relay to a rendition of Sweet Caroline, a tradition here at Ynats. Get the crowd on their feet, everybody's singing, and it'll be the relay call here in 1 second. And there's Bruce's relay call. A trademark call. 1:40.62 is your championship and national record. Piedmont. It's Bradley, Bendel, Davis, and Thomas set here last year. Out of heat number 1, we've got Ramsey for Reading and Berks County. Lane number 2, Bendakis for Greater Monmouth. Lane number 3 is Lawrence for Wyckoff. Lane number 4 is Francis for Woodson. Lane number 5 is Penny for Greater Spartanburg. 6 is Gring for Boyertown. Rodriguez is in 7 for the Oranges, and Schweikert in 8 for Countryside. Those are your backstrokers as they jump in. And there you can see your lineup right on your screen. And now you can see the start of the race. Their top seed coming into this heat was Woodson. We'll see where Francis goes out. Here comes out of lane number 7. Looks like Sarah Rodriguez. You know, she was in the backstroke earlier. I think she was in top 3. She is out tonight in 25:19. Now your breaststrokers in. Gowan 1, Nino 2, Rourke 3, Blenner 4, Franklin in 5, Unruh 6, Liebenag in 7, and Fisher in 8. Down here in lane number 3, it looks like Wyckoff. It is Wyckoff at 55:35, zippier than they were this morning. Followed by, they are tied with the Oranges at 55:35. Flyers in. Knopfsnyder in 1, Washington 2, Pisanich in 3, Francis 4, Everly 5, Hess 6, Lowe 7, and in lane 8, Ketchum. Now it's Woodson at 1:21.26. Their flyer was 25:02. Anchors away, Gowan 1, Emily. Obzarni in 2, Lee 3, Winicki 4, Wilson 5, Meja 6, DeColardi in lane 7, and Schweikert in 8. Center of the pool, and it is Woodson. They go 1:44.51. They take the B final, followed by Spartanburg and then Wyckoff. And those times will pop up here, and there they are. 1:44.51 for Woodson, Spartanburg at 1:44.77, and Wyckoff 1:45.03. So great swim. Here are our championship finalists. You've got Claiborne in lane 1 for Lowe's, Sargent in 2 for Upper Mainline, Holiday in 3 for Somerset County, Lemler in 4 for Schrader. They won the 400 medley relay. Logan in 5 for Fanwood. Addison in 6 for Piedmont. Habjohn in 7 for Lakeland Hills. And Emily Way for York, and York County is in lane number 8. Their top team in 1:41.33. Piedmont holds the national record at 1:40.62. There's a shot at that tonight. We'll watch the splits. Got to get out fast with Lemler for Schrader. They came in 1:41.33. They're about a second and a half split difference between Schrader and Fanwood Scotch Plains. Good camera angle there of the start. Down here in lane number 2, that's Devin Sargent. She jumped on it. But center of the pool up there in lane number 5, Claire Logan. Their split is a 25-25 for the record. Claire Logan down at a 24:39 under national record pace. They lead Schrader by almost a second, and here come your breaststrokers. So you got Betancourt in 1, Miller 2, Sharma 3, Brostowitz 4, Constable 5, Zirjak in 6, Davis 7, and Yakio Viello in lane number 8. So it's Fanwood Scotch Plains with Constable 53-14 under record pace by a full second. Your Flyers in, Bush in 1, Padilla 2, Thompson 3, Berlin 4, Sherratt 5, Thomas 6, Kilponen 7, and Schneider in 8. Opening up now, Schrader on that 23:36, 116, well under national record pace. Freestylers in, Bellissimo in 1, Fulton 2, Most 3, Art 4, Ritter 5, Smith 6, Frank 7, and Havis in lane number 8. We'll have to look at these splits. It's going to be well under the national record. Look at this, 139.09 for Schrader, followed by Greater Somerset County, and then Fanwood Scotch Plains on that back half. We'll have to look at those splits. 22:51 coming home for Lucy Art on the anchor, just behind Anna Mosch, our national record holder in the 50 So a great swim right there. Schrader, 139.09, takes down the national record from Piedmont from last year. Great swim. Unbelievable there on the back half, the fly and the free legs. We'll get those splits hopefully as we go through those awards. Absolutely tremendous. Here we go on the men's side. We've got 128.95 Piedmont with Cross, Heilman, and Brown. They were 128.95 set last year. 128.53 Schrader with Salim, Miller, Lustig, and Mullins is your national record. So in the pool right now, Tack in 1, Hammond 2, Schaefer 3, Jones 4, Whitfield 5. I just came out of the 200 free national record swim. Horan in 6, Juhaz 7, and Reisner in lane number 8. Pretty good shot at the start right there. Being held up a little bit, must be some mechanical issues. Birmingham in 1, Jackson in 2, Boyertown 3, Fanwood Scotch Plains 4, Lynchburg 5, Regional Y Western Connecticut in 6, Western in 7, and Farmington Valley in lane number 8. All right, we'll see who jumps on it first. We got Roman Jones, Brendan Whitfield in lanes 4 and 5 respectively. Jones out there, but remember Whitfield just coming out of that 200. I believe as was Jones. Big swim by Roman Jones right here. Roman Jones, he sets out in a 22:14 for Fanwood Scotch Plains. B final in the water. Your breaststroker, Schwab 1, Vickers 2, Green 3, McGean 4, Fenton 5, Keene 6, Karahala 7, and Stevens in 8. Down here in lane number 1, Ethan Schwab puts Birmingham out in the lead at 48:15. Not far off of our championship record is a 48:00. So pretty zippy here in our B final. Center of the pool, we got Krieger in 1, Herring 2, Green 3, Kavanaugh 4, Mills 5, Thompson 6, Redding 7, and in 8 was Rusnock. Freestylers in, Higgins in 1, Nis 2, Robidas 3, Wabel 4, Schoenfelder 5, Warzinski in 6, Bird 7, and Zell in 8. Center of the pool, Fanwood Scotch Plains They go 131, 35 or 55. Great swim for Fanwood Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Birmingham, Michigan down here in lane number 1 took second in this B final. And then Jackson, Ohio comes in at third with a 133.01. So some great swims out of all of those gentlemen. 32 swimmers in the water right there out of the B final. Next up is your A final. We've got Condon for Greater Monmouth in 1, Stoner for Triangle Area in 2, Barnacle for Greater Somerset County in 3, Welker, York and York Counties in 4, Kennedy in 5 for Ridley. Lane 6 for Piedmont is King. We saw him a little bit earlier in the 100 back. Lorenz, Schrader is in 7, and Johnson leads off for Lakeland Hills in lane number 8. Well, again, those record splits, they're far off from that B final for the national or the championship meet record. And this is it, championship final, final heat of the night. And these boys are ready. They pop in. So we'll see who takes it out early. Up there, lane number 7 off that start. That's Sam Lorenz for Schrader. Schrader won the medley relays last night. Can they do it again tonight on the 2 medley relay? And we've got Lee in, Ayers in, Alexi in 3, Parker in 4, Kudafaris in 5, Moore in 6, Strath 7, Connolly in 8, Schrader out in 21.95 under championship record pace. Now moving up out of lane number 4, Will Parker for York and York County, and Schrader still your leader at 47.55 under the championship meet record. Renard in 1, Eichheit in 2, Gould 3, Hidalgo 4, Eckler 5, Brown 6, Sullivan 7, Coogan Russell in 8. Very tight right now, lanes 4 through 7, and your leader is York. They're at 109.70, anchors away. We've got Wilkins at 1, Paleokrasis 2, Bujanowski in 3, Wade 4, Hole 5, Smith 6, Lapine 7, and Markowitz in 8. And it will be the Ridley Rays. They go 129.57. They took the 2 free relay. They now take the 2 medley relay. So put your hands together at home for the Ridley Rays. Jake Kennedy, Ben Kudafar, Shane Eckler, and Jonathan Houle. We'll have to check out those splits. They go the only team under 130. They go 129.57, followed by York and then Schrader. Great end result there on that sprint medley relay. Not many teams get under that 130 mark. Runner-up last year was Western Delaware. We know Tommy Janton was on that relay. So pretty good swim right there. You know, I would say that might be the the third fastest 2 medley relay ever, because when you look back at the 2019 champion of 130.63 for upper mainline, and then I can look back even further, they were all 131s from 18 through 16. So great swim. Coach Eric now double relays those guys on the sprint side. We'll see what they do in the 800 when that comes up. Only kidding, Coach Eric and swimmers. Congratulations to the Ridley Rays. 1984 on that last 50 for Jonathan Houle. I'm going to turn it over to Bruce Griffin. He'll take you through all of the awards on both the women's and the men's medley relays. So you'll be giving out 32 awards. I'm Bob McDowell. You'll watch that on the stream. I'll be back here tomorrow as we start day number 4. We've got the 500 free, the 200 IM, the 50 freestyle, and of course those 800-yard freestyle relays that I just mentioned. We will be back live at about 8:30. We'll be doing some trivia up in the stands, and then we'll start with our devotions, moment of remembrance, Conrad Carroll Award, some devotions tomorrow morning in the national anthem. We'll start our prelims at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be checking out right now. If you want to watch those awards, we'll still be streaming live, and Bruce Griffin will give you all that information. Have a great night. Once again, streaming live from Tournament Town, Greensboro, North Carolina, from the beautiful Greensboro Aquatic Center for the 2023 centennial version of the YMCA Short Course Swimming Championships.
Presenting the awards for the women's 200-yard medley relay, a representative from the Schrader, YMCA, Schrader, Wisconsin. Finishing in 16th place, the Metropolitan YMCA of the Oranges. '15th, Countryside, Ohio. Finishing 14th, Reading and Berks. Finishing 13th, Greater Monmouth County. Finishing in 12th, Boyertown. Finishing 11th, Wyckoff. Finishing 10th, Greater Spartanburg. And winner of the B final, the Woodson YMCA. Finishing in 8th place, York, Pennsylvania. Finishing 7th, the Lowe's Y, Metropolitan Charlotte. Finishing 6th, Lakeland Hills, New Jersey. Finishing 5th, the Piedmont Y. Finishing 4th, the Upper Main Line Y. Finishing 3rd, Fanwood Scotch Plains. Finishing 2nd, Greater Somerset County. Your 2023 national champions, the team of Emma Limler, Tori Brostowitz, Alana Berlin, and Lucy Art Schrader, the new national champions and new national record holders. Stand by for the men's awards. Want to make sure everybody's checking in on your Instagram, hashtag Spirit Squad 2023. You got Pink and the team have been posting videos and pictures, so check them out. Hashtag Spirit Squad 2023. Please welcome our award winners for the men's 200-yard medley relay. Presenting the awards for the men's 200-yard medley relay, Coach Matthew Horner from York, Pennsylvania. Finishing in 16th place, Western Branch, Delaware. Finishing in 15th, Regional YMCA, Western Connecticut. 14th, Farmington Valley Branch. Finishing 13th, Boyertown. Finishing 12th, Lynchburg, Virginia. Finishing 11th, Jackson Community YMCA. Finishing 10th, Birmingham, Michigan. And winner of the B final, Fanwood Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Finishing in 6th place, Lakeland Hills, New Jersey. Finishing 5th, Piedmont, Virginia. Finishing 4th, Greater Monmouth, New Jersey. Finishing 3rd, Greater Somerset County, New Jersey. Finishing 2nd, Yoda. And your 2023 national champions in the men's 200-yard medley relay, the team of Nathan Welker, Will Parker, Carlos Hidalgo, and Jacob Wade, York County, Pennsylvania, winning time of 1:30.10. Thanks for a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.